Hi everybody, Gina Marie here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am getting ready to do a reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whenever you find this video, you are meant to find it. All right, Gemini, let's see where the cards want to take us today. All right, Gemini, if you'd like to become a love and lighter, you can join my newsletter and go to tarotbyginamarie.com. Also, I have a free Introduction to Tarot webinar, and in that webinar, I teach you the meanings of Ace to the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read, totally free from me. If that's something you're interested in, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. What I wanted to do this week is I wanted to take a look at the month of May, week by week. First week of May, second week of May, third week of May, and the fourth week of May, okay? I wanted to see the energies around you. Now, I want to tell you, take the reading how it resonates. Roles can be reversed. I could be talking about you or the energy of somebody connected to you, okay? Now, Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here for the first week of May? Why is this Ace of Cups here? Talk to me. Talk to me. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Wow. Wow. All right, Ace of Cups is being clarified by Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like all I could feel when I was shuffling for this Ace of Cups was this overwhelming feeling of love and joy. And it's like it just like was washing over me because I was like literally drawn to all of the water pouring out of the cup. So whatever this, I tell you that Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love, a new beginning with something you love. It is the flow of emotion. I don't know if you let all of the emotions out and it's very healing for you or it's very cathartic, because I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like it's time. It's time for the healing work to happen. I don't know if this is finally the self-love, self-care that you need. I don't know if this is like loved ones coming towards you, giving you that big hug that you need, and all of a sudden it helps you heal and balance things out within you, or if it's a revelation that, you know what, I need to love myself more and I deserve love, and you do. But whatever this is to you, I feel like it's coming in at the right time, okay? Divine timing. It just means the timing is right for it to happen. And I just feel like this overwhelming sense of healing and love and acceptance and balance that's coming in this week, okay? Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Talk to me about this Seven of Wands. Why? Why and why? Why? Why is the Seven of Wands here? This could be like healing from a toxic relationship, okay? Wow, Seven of Wands is being clarified by the Chariot in the World. Wow. Okay. Whatever this is, okay? Like, let's say if this was healing from a previous relationship, for example, okay? And now it's we're pouring all of that love and acceptance into us, saying, hey, you know what? I've made mistakes in the past, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay that I have. I've learned from them. I am moving forward. I still continue to love myself. I'm healing. I'm putting things into balance. Right now, it's like this is the time to do it. And as we move to the second week of May, I feel like here you are standing up for yourself, standing up for your boundaries, okay? It's putting up those healthy boundaries because we love and respect ourselves. We're moving forward. And as we move forward, I want to say the old cycle has ended and we're starting a new cycle. It's like I feel like this is all, whatever this is, it feels cathartic to me. It's like having that one last good cry and letting it all out, all of the hurt and the pain out. And then it's okay. Now that it's out, I'm going to fill up that space with a lot of self-love for me and healing. And then as we do that, it's like this is us establishing those boundaries and moving forward. It's almost kind of like I feel like he's kind of saying, I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm not going to let that happen again to me. If this is a relationship, it's like I'm not going to let somebody devalue me anymore. I see my worth. I'm not going to let somebody trample my boundaries anymore. I see my worth. Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Talk to me about this Knight of Wands. Why is he here? Why is this Knight here? Talk to me about the Knight. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Yeah. Wow. Knight of Wands is being clarified by the Moon and the Nine of Cups. With the Knight of Wands, I don't feel like fickle back and forth energy. I don't feel like you're in, you're out. Because I would say this is my tag, you're it card. You're in and you're out. I don't feel that. I feel like this is kind of like enthusiastically embracing the change. It's like moving forward like with a lot of passion, as in, you know what, I'm healing, I'm establishing boundaries, I'm ready to move forward. The Chariot only moves forward by the sheer will of the driver, because if you look, there are no reins, okay, to the Sphinxes here, okay, and if these Sphinxes are driving the Chariot, there are no reins for him to hold on to say, okay, let's go in this direction and pull them back and slow them down. It's not. It's just by the sheer will of the person driving the Chariot, who is the Emperor, driving this Chariot, that they move forward, okay? So it's establishing those healthy boundaries, and by your sheer willpower, you are moving forward, starting a new cycle, closing out the old and starting anew. And with this Knight of Wands, I feel like this is you enthusiastically embracing the change. And I want to say things that, in some ways, the things that you kept hidden, the things that were buried within are now coming out because you've healed, okay? But it's also, it's like, I almost want to say, secretly, it's a relief. Whatever this was, it's like it was like a relief, because now you can have whatever it is you want. Like, for example, let's say it was a relationship. Let's say it was a relationship that you really and truly wanted, okay? You felt like this person was your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever, however you felt, but you were like, oh my God, this is my person. And you had to let them go, okay? Because they just weren't getting their crap together, okay? And every time that you came together, it was, they would trample your boundaries, or you had that uneasy feeling on the inside because you're like, okay, every time things get a little sticky, all of a sudden they bolt. You had that feeling inside, and your insides were just kind of shaking like this. It was like you were happy that they were back, but you didn't like the crap that they brought with them, okay? Believe me, I know. So it's, here we are, this is like post-breakup. So this is now putting all of that, having that cathartic, because I just feel like this is cathartic for you, as in you just let it all out, have that one final last good cry, and now it's all of that love is being poured into you. And it's almost with this, it's kind of like realizing what it is you truly want, as in, or valuing yourself, because you're no longer like this, like, oh my gosh, I like the relationship, but I know that this person is going to do this. I know they're going to do this. There's not a lot of trust here because they've always done this in the past. And now my spidey senses are starting to tingle. It's kind of like, if you have to feel like this in a relationship, like, there's something wrong. Okay. There's something wrong. And I feel like the things that possibly you kept buried, or maybe the wishes and dreams that you had that you kept buried, now they don't have to be buried anymore, okay? Because I feel that whatever this was, if this was a relationship, you're starting to let it go, okay? You've let it go and you're starting to heal from it, putting up those healthy boundaries. It's like, I feel like with the Moon, whatever was hidden comes to light, okay? And you're getting what you want because you value yourself. So it's almost like things that you kept buried about that relationship that you didn't want to look at, you're looking at, realizing, I couldn't get what I wanted because in the past this person didn't value me and I didn't value me. But I'm changing that. I'm not doing that anymore, and I'm moving forward. Okay, does that make sense? Queen of Pentacles. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Talk to me about this Queen. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Yeah. Queen of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Remember how I talked about, and I kept shaking my hands like this because your insides felt like this because you never felt steady? Well, here you are moving forward, being this Queen of Pentacles, loving, nurturing, caring, abundant, okay? Being it's almost like being the badass that you are, okay? And here is something that comes in. This could be another relationship, when you're healed and when you're ready, okay? Or this could be you having that new beginning with yourself, saying, you know what, new beginning, establishing healthy boundaries. I'm moving forward. I'm giving this cup to me because that's who deserves it most, is me. I'm giving all of this love to me. I'm healing things from within because it's time. It's time for me to move forward. Things that I have kept buried, I am now letting go and I am now releasing so I can have my wish fulfillment. Okay? Enthusiastically embracing the change. Here you are, lots of stability, ready for that passionate new beginning. Keeping my life in balance. Remember before how I said you were kind of like this, like your insides were kind of shaking? Now it's not anymore because we're imbalanced. Okay? So I feel like whatever this was, and I use the example of a relationship, if this was a relationship that possibly that you truly wanted and you had to let go of, okay, we're healing from it, establishing those boundaries and moving forward, okay? And as you establish those boundaries and move forward, okay, for some of you, if this person happens to come back, you will be stronger and you will be in a better place because you're going to go, okay, if this person comes back and they try to fill you the same crap that they did before and keep you in that same, that same cycle, that same hamster wheel of, oh, I promise things will change and I promise, and you just feel it in your bones that they're not, you're going to be like, no, sorry, for as much as I love you, I got to love me and I'm done. And you shut the door and move forward. This person could come back and things could be, things could be different with them, but you're different as well. Because now you have put up those healthy boundaries. Now you're moving forward. Now you truly value yourself because you're putting all that self-love, self-care into yourself. And you're not going to let somebody disrupt your balance anymore. When we're in a relationship and we feel like this, because, we're uncertain about what they're doing and maybe they'll fall into the same patterns, but when you're like this, you don't value yourself. It's you value being in that relationship more than you value yourself. And is it worth being like, no, it's not, because you're not really at peace. Okay? All right, Gemini, I'm telling you what I see and feel in the energy. Okay? Let's see. What does the universe want to tell you? What does the universe want to say? What does the universe want to say? Believe me, I know what it's like to be in a relationship, want the relationship, but kind of be a little like this because you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And eventually it does drop. Okay? I will tell you that. 3 swords. The Death card. And the Page of Swords. And the Death card is being crossed, look at that, by the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, death is change and transformation. Okay? Let me just do this. There we go. Death is change and transformation, okay? And I feel like this change and transformation is within you, okay? When I talk about the Death card and I say, oh, something needs to end for something new to begin. Something needs to transform and change. It sounds like, oh, okay, well, somebody needs to go and change their, they need to go change their underwear because, now it's a new day. No, it's not like that. It's real deep down internal change. It's kind of like a switch has been flipped and it's like, oh, okay, no. The crap that I put up with before, I'm not doing it anymore. It's like now you see things differently. Real change and transformation. I mean, deep change and transformation. I feel like that's happening within you. And as it does, Ace of Pentacles is a long-awaited offer. Okay? This could be in some ways, as you change on the inside, I feel like this is you valuing yourself more. Letting go of the hurt, the heartache, and the pain, okay? And getting the clarity on possibly why this happened, but getting the clarity that since this or because this happened, now we have grown and we've moved forward, knowing what we don't want and now knowing what we do want and what we will accept and what we won't. And now having the strong enough boundaries, okay? Now having with the Seven of Wands here, now having the strong enough boundaries that, it doesn't matter how much you felt for somebody. If they come towards you and they just want to, and they are just covered in red flags and they want to trample your boundaries, you're going to be strong enough and you're going to be a different person because you've healed and said, no, I can't do this. If you want to continue to be in that cycle, you can't. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. All right, Gemini, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped. If you like the content that I have, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a much in-depth personal reading with me, or if you'd like to learn the meanings of the Ace through the Ten of Cups and how to do a 3-card read totally free from me, then check out my webinar. It's free and it's linked in the description box below. Love and light, everybody.